We're going to use a product from HB Fuller, and that's a low expansion foam. And what we're actually going to do is we're going to inject the foam around the actual window to help seal it, to create a backing rod. And then once we've actually done that process, we will then polyurethane over it to make sure that we've really got a good seal. The key to using a product like this is to not apply more product than you actually need, because it does expand. Even though it's low expansion, it does expand with a bit of volume. So minimal sometimes is best, and you can always apply more later, but be mindful that we are actually going to cork over it as well. So I'll give it a good shake. We're actually using gun grade, where we have a gun. The advantages of this is that you don't need to use the product straight away. If we feel like we have used enough, we can take off the can. We can actually spray a gun cleaner in the gun to remove any excess foam that's in the gun, to obviously use for another day. I'll give it a good shake, and then I'll stick the tip in and start the process. And I'm just starting off gently. I'll just continuously start a good inch back, and not applying with too much pressure on the trigger, just making sure that I've got the volume in there, and I'll complete this process around the whole window. The gap in between this window and the frame is a very minimal gap. So if I actually tried to use the gun, I'm only going to really put the foam on the outside, and it's not going to actually give me the setback where I want to polyurethane over the top. So with this gun, they actually come with multiple tips, and that will allow me to insert the tip further in, because you want at least a minimum of 10 mil where the foam is set back to give you purchase to actually polyurethane between here and the frame. Okay, now we've completed all the steps. We've got our dry flash stapled. We've gone the additional step that the client's asked for. We've trimmed back any excess blowouts with the expandable foam. Now we're actually going to use another product by HB Fuller. It's their unique hybrid polymer, and it's a great joint sealant and great flexibility. We're actually just going to seal in around the gap that we've left, which obviously is going to give us a great purchase in between the frame and the stud work. And by leaving the foam a good 15, 20 mil setback, it's going to give us great purchase for the product to sit in between, not protruding the frame and the window itself. So we'll just go ahead and cork that. Okay, now that we've filled the window perimeter, we're just going to tool it off, just to make sure that we've got a good bond and that the gap is completely sealed. And look, it doesn't need to be flush to the outside. As long as you know that you've got enough purchase of sealant in between, that's enough.